This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or for how you can volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Poems by Gerard, Manley, Hopkins. Read by Linda Liu. Part 4. Poem 25. Andromeda. Now Time's Andromeda on this rock rude, with not her either beauties equal or her injuries, looks off by both horns ashore. Her flower, her piece of being, doomed dragon's food. Time past she has been attempted and pursued by many blows and banes, but now hears roar, a wilder beast from west than all were, more rife in her wrongs, more lawless and more lewd. Her Perseus linger, and leave her to her extremes. Pillowy air he treads at time, and hangs his thoughts on her, forsaken that she seems, all while her patience, morseled into pangs, mounts, then to a light disarming, no one dreams, with Gorgon's gear and bear-bill, thongs and fangs. Poem 26. The Candle Indoors. Some candle clear burns somewhere I come by. I muse at how its being puts blissful bath, with yellowy moisture, mild nights blear all black, or two fro tender tram-beams truckle at the eye. By that window, what task, what fingers ply, I plod wondering, a wanting, just for lack of answer, the eager a wanting, Jesse or Jack, their God to aggrandize, God to glorify. Come you indoors, come home, your fading fire mend first, and vital candle in close heart's vault. You there are master, to your own desire. What hinders? Are you being blind, yet to a fault in a neighbor, death-handed? Are you that liar, and, cast by conscience out, spend savor salt? Poem 27. The Handsome Heart, and a Gracious Answer. But tell me, child, your choice. What shall I buy you? Father, what you buy me I like best. With the sweetest air that said, still plied and pressed, he swung to his first poised purport of reply. What the heart is, which like carriers let fly, doff darkness, homing nature knows the rest, to its own fine function, wild and self-instressed, falls light as 10 years long, taught how to and why. Mannerly hearted, more than handsome face, beauty's bearing or muse of mounting vein, all in this case, bathed in high hallowing grace. Of heaven what boon to buy you, boy, or gain not granted, only, oh, on that path you pace, run all your race, oh, brace sterner that strain. Poem 28. At the Wedding March. God with honor hang your head, groom and grace you, bride, your bed, with lissome scions, sweet scions, out of hallowed bodies bred, each be other's comfort kind, deep, deeper than divine. Divine charity, dear charity, fast you ever, fast bind. Then let the march tread our ears, I to him turn with tears, who to wedlock his wonder wedlock deals triumph and immortal years. Poem 29. Felix Randall. Felix Randall the farrier. Oh, he is dead then, my duty all ended, who have watched his mold of man, big-boned and hardy handsome, pining, pining, till time when reason rambled in it, and some fatal for disorders, flesh there, all contended. Sickness broke him, impatient at first, but mended, being anointed and all, though a heavenlier heart began some months earlier, since I had our sweet reprieve and ransom tendered to him. Ah well, God rest him all road ever he offended. This, seeing the sick, endears him to us too it endears. My tongue had taught thee comfort, touch had quenched thy tears that touched my heart, child. Felix, poor Felix Randall, how far from then forethought of all thy more boisterous years, when thou at the random grim forge, powerful amidst peers, didst fettle for the great gray dray-horse his bright and battering sandal. Poem 30. Brothers. How lovely the elder brother's life, all laced in the other's, love laced. What once I well witnessed, so fortune fell. When Shrovetide 2 years gone, our boys' plays brought on, part was picked for John, young John. Then fear, then joy, ran revel in the elder boy. Their night was come now, all our company thronged the hall. Henry, by the wall, beckoned me beside him. I came where called, and eyed him by meanwhiles, making my play turn most on tender by-play. For, rung all on love's rack, my lad, and lost in Jack, smiled, blushed, and bit his lip, or drove with a diver's dip, clutched hands down through clasped knees. Truce tokens, tricks like these, old tell-tales with what stress he hung on the imp's success. Now the other was brass bold, he had no work to hold, his heart up at the strain, nay, roguish ran the vein. 2 tedious acts were past, Jack's call and cue at last, when Henry, heart forsook, dropped eyes and dared not look. How all wrung! Young dog, he did give tongue, but Harry in his hands he has flung, his tear-tricked cheeks aflame, for fond love and for shame. Ah, nature, framed in fault, there's comfort then, there's salt. Nature, bad, base, and blind, dearly thou canst be kind. There, dearly then, dearly, I'll cry thou canst be kind. Poem 31. Spring and Fall. To a young child. Margaret, are you grieving over golden grove unleaving? Leaves, like the things of man, you with your fresh thoughts care for, can you? Ah, as a heart grows older, will come to such sights colder by and by, nor spare a sigh, though worlds of wane wood leaf meal lie, and yet you will weep and know why. Now no matter, child, the name, sorrow's springs are the same, nor mouth had, no, nor mind, expressed what heart heard of, ghost guessed. It is a blight man was born for, it is Margaret you mourn for. Poem 32. Spelt from Sybil's leaves. Earnest, earthless, equal, attunable, vaulty, voluminous, stupendous, evening strains to be time's vast, womb of all, home of all, hearse of all night. Her fawn yellow horn light wound to the west, her wild hollow hoar light hung to the height waste. Her earliest stars, earl stars, stars principal, overbend us, fire featuring heaven. For earth her being has unbound, her dapple is at an end, a stray or a swarm, all throt her in throngs, self in self steeded and pashed, quite disremembering, dismembering, all now. Heart, you round me right with, our evening is over us, our night whelms, whelms, and will end us. Only the beak-leaved bow's dragonish damask, the tool-smooth bleak light, black, ever so black on it. Our tale, O our oracle, let life, waned, ah, let life wind, off her, once schemed, stained, veined, variety upon, all on two spools, part, pen, pack, now her all in two flocks, two folds, black, white, right, wrong, reckon but, rack, but, mind, but these two, where of a world where but these two tell, each off the other, of a rack where, self-wrung, self-strung, sheath and shelterless, thoughts against thoughts and groans grind. Poem 33, in verse 8. This darksome burn, horseback brown, is roll rock, high road, roaring down, in coop and in comb, the fleece of his foam, flutes, and low to the lake falls home. A wind-puff bonnet of fawn froth turns and dwindles over the broth of a pool so pitch black, fell frowning, yet rounds and rounds despair to drowning. Degged with dew, dappled with dew, are the groins of the braes that the brook treads through, wiry heath-packs, flitches of fern, and the bead-bonny ash that sits over the burn. What would the world be, once bereft of wet and of wildness? Let them be left, oh let them be left, wildness and wet. Long live the weeds and the wilderness yet. Poem 34. As kingfishers catch fire, dragonflies draw flame. As kingfishers catch fire, dragonflies draw flame. As tumbled over rim in roundy wells, stones ring, like each tucked string tells, each hung bell's bow swung, finds tongue to fling out broad its name. Each mortal thing does one thing and the same, deals out that being indoors each one dwells, selves, goes itself, myself it speaks and spells, crying, what I do is me, for that I came. I say more, the just man justices, keeps grace, that keeps all his goings graces, acts in God's eye what in God's eye he is, Christ, for Christ plays in 10,000 places, lovely in limbs and lovely in eyes not his, to the Father through the features of men's faces. End of Part 4. This recording is in the public domain.